Alright, in this tutorial, it's a continuation from the last form handling tutorial. We are going to create a table inside of the database that we just created. So go over here and click on the New Boston, or whatever the name of the database you created was, and we're going to create a table called users. And depending on how many things you want to collect from your user, that's how many fields you're going to enter. But in this one, we're going to have 3 fields. So the first one we're going to call ID, and it's going to have a type of int, and it's going to be our primary key, and it's going to have auto increment. The next one we're going to say first name. We're going to do it in all, actually no, first name, just like that. And then last name, and for first name we're going to give it a type of text, and the same thing for last name. Go ahead and click go, and there we go. We have created, well, maybe we haven't created it yet. Let me click go one more time. Oh, I know why. It's because it said this add one. Just click save. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we have created the ID, the first name, and the last name fields of the New Boston database inside of the user table. So if we click on users, we can see that we have those 3 things. So I'm going to go ahead and click on insert so we can add something. And I know that we're going to do this with the form, but for now I'm just going to show you how to do it inside of PHP MyAdmin. And in the next tutorial we'll actually finally get to adding it using forms. So I'm just going to type Nicole is the first name, and Gillespie is the last name because that's my name. So click go. There we go. Now I'm going to go into Dreamweaver, and you can see I've already created some PHP here that stores a MySQL query inside of this result variable, and I've created a loop to loop through that result variable and grab the first name and the last name, and it's going to echo it for each one that's in there. And for now there's only one, which is the one we just created. So I'm going to run this, and you guys can see that we now have a way to display the data inside of our MySQL database, and that was done using this SQL query. If you do not know anything about SQL, I recommend going to W3 Schools and checking that out. I will make some tutorials on SQL in the following tutorials in this series, but it's going to be introductory. I'm going to assume that you already have some knowledge of SQL. So hopefully you guys got that up and running, and now you are ready for some form handling using PHP. So everybody that's looking forward to this, make sure you watch the next tutorial, because we are going to be actually grabbing some data from some forms and throwing it into our newly created database. So I will see you guys in the next tutorial.